This is an opportunity to do a very interesting video. So because I'm in the sea, I thought it'd be the best place to record this little talk I want to have with you guys, right? Alright, so it is my last day here in Negril. And you know, I'm just kind of taking stock of everything that I've done the last 7 days or so. And I want to tell you guys a story about a trip I won around the world in 2020 of all years, right? And I want to kind of give you a bit of context of how that relates to some of the things I'm doing right now, right? So first things first, big up to everybody who's been watching. You know, the best thing you can do if you're watching these videos is to comment and like. You know, when people say make sure you click that like button, it actually helps YouTube to put more spotlight on you the more likes you get, right? So if you're watching a video, give me a like, right? So if 100 people watching, I got 100 likes, I'd probably get more views, right? Alright, so let's get into the story. So right now I'm here at 7 Mile Beach. I'm actually in the same spot I was in the last time I made this video, right? Alright, so let's talk about this, right? So in 2019, I made this decision to go to Bangkok. And you've probably heard this story already. But it was something that felt completely impossible for me to go to Bangkok, right? I've never been to Bangkok. I don't speak Thai. It was astronomically expensive to go there. I had this crazy idea of shooting a music video in Bangkok because I'd started making music in 2018. And I said, you know what? If I want to be serious about music, maybe I should try and make my first music video for my song, which was called Bangkok, in Bangkok. Crazy idea, right? So that kick-started some travel. I'm gonna fast forward through that story because it's a long story. But long story short, Bangkok got manifested and I went to Bangkok. Now, before I went to Bangkok, I realized that this was the first time in probably my whole YouTube career that I would have a mission while traveling that I could document daily. Meaning, my mission was to go to Bangkok and make my music video, and every day I'd be doing something towards that. And I'd always fantasize about traveling and making daily videos, and I was like, yo, now is my chance. Because when I'm in Jamaica, you know, you have the same routine, you know, you go to the office and the same couple places every week. It's not necessarily fun, it becomes very repetitive, right? And now I had this chance to do my travel videos in Bangkok. So for 40 days I made 40 videos while shooting my music video. I got to perform in Bangkok. I explored the whole city, I met people. It was amazing, right? And I said I'm gonna release the videos on YouTube and Facebook and on Instagram, because Instagram and IGTV at the time, which I don't anymore, right? Long story short, when I came back to Jamaica, I was burnt out, I'd spent all my money, and I was so disappointed in myself, right? Because it's like I came back and I just felt like I'd wasted all my energy. I don't feel like I wasted the experience, like I loved the experience. I'm very glad I did it, because if I'd waited any longer, the world would have shut down, but we'll come to that. And I just felt, I was just so burnt out, and then for like 6 weeks I just stopped posting content. And in those 6 weeks, not one person asked me, hey man, we don't see you, what's up? So it made me feel bad, because I'd put in so much work and I wasn't making any impact. And I tried everything that YouTube says to do. Make daily videos, make interesting content, make them a certain length, have interesting thumbnails, have catchy titles, da 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 da. I did everything, right? No. Instead of, you know, just whining and staying in that place forever, you know, a couple months afterwards, like 2-3 months, I said, what if I do Bangkok times 4? I said, what if I go to Bangkok, what if I try and shoot 4 more music videos for 4 different songs I've made, which I already have, in 4 different countries. Then I'd make videos every day and have it be like this thing where you're following me on my journey as I'm creating these videos in different countries. And I said, all right, maybe that could work, but then my mind said, well, how are you going to do it? Where are you going to get the resources? And I said, it's going to come. And I got this email in my inbox like the next day, which said, do you want $5,000 to travel the world? That's 5,000 US. And I was like, yeah. And it was an email from a company that I'd pitched years before. And the company said, they're having this travel around the world competition. And you know, you enter a 3-minute video saying why you want to travel the world, what you're gonna do, and then you can. This guy's talking to himself really loudly, just like me. I guess we're both crazy. The world is crazy. Wow. He's talking to himself and laughing. I'm talking to a device on a stick. Yo, we're both crazy. All right. So the crazy thing now is that I got this email and I'm saying to myself, all right. And I made a video, right? And because I'd been so heavily in the routine of making like daily video essays and telling stories and narratives, once I entered the video, I said this to my sister. The first thing I said to my sister was, I said, I'm not trying to puff up my chest, but I don't want to say I'm number one, but I'm definitely number 1 or 2, right? In other words, like, I knew I wanted a competition in my heart as soon as I sent in the video. Don't ask me how I knew that, right? I am not a type of person. I don't enter things and I say, yeah, I'm definitely the winner. No, I just knew I won. And I wasn't surprised when 2 months later, or 6 weeks later, I got the email saying that I won the Round the World trip. But this was March 2020, when everything was starting to shut down, right? And I was just like, this trip isn't gonna happen, and I accepted it. But for you know, like my whole YouTube career, you know, especially that last decade, 2010 to 2020, I wanted so badly the opportunity to do something like that. Because with a round the world trip ticket, you know, you can map your course. So I was gonna go to Germany and try and spend a couple weeks there because I speak German and, you know, get my German strong. Then I wanted to go to Iceland because I've always wanted to go in the blue water, whatever you call it. Then I'd go from like Iceland to probably a couple other countries in Europe. Then I go over to Asia, back to Japan, probably Singapore, then India for like a week. I wanted to touch Australia. You know, I had this whole plan. Come to South America and then come back to Jamaica. And the whole time, my mission was to create content, right? And I'll be like, this is gonna be crazy. And my mission also was to pitch brands and say, hey, I'm taking this round the world trip. Give me some money, give me some stuff. And everything was laid before me. Everything. But then the world shut down, right? And like everybody else, I just had to sit down and I couldn't do anything. And what this trip has taught me now, you know, my first little excursion in a very long time, plus making videos, is that there's nothing wrong with the big idea. There's nothing wrong with the big dream, right? And the universe definitely will conspire to help you. Because I think I'd put so much energy into everything I was doing and taking such big action that the universe was like, here's opportunity, here's opportunity, here's opportunity, right? But then the world shut down right when I had my chance. And that's not a good feeling, but I mean, I let it go. I had to let it go. And the reason I'm telling the story now is because I still want to do those things, you get me? There's a reason why I made videos in every country I've been to the last 15 years, you know? It's because I just have a spirit of documentation within me. And I just feel like I never done it to the fullest extent, you know? I never did it fully, you know what I mean? I never did South America, I never really did Asia, not properly. Like, you know, I pop into a place here and there, or you know, you're here for like a week or a couple of days in New York for like a week and you make some videos and people are like, yo, I see you're traveling. And I'm like, yeah, I'm traveling, but it's not like travel, you understand? So being here the last few days has kind of demonstrated to me that whatever you're trying to activate, the first thing you have to do is step into your purpose, right? Step into your purpose every day. And I think that's what happened at different points in time, like when I was in Bangkok and stuff. It's like every single day I was making a video with the purpose of it reaching somewhere, but it built an energy, right? So maybe I didn't have that many views on YouTube, but in terms of the energy of the universe and my energy that I was projecting, I was getting more from it. You get me? So what ended up happening was, when a bigger opportunity came and I reached out for it, I was energetically ready. You get me? So I'm thinking that for the things I want to try and manifest in the near future, I have to really, really energetically work towards it. You get me? And I still have my round the world trip ticket in my mind, you know? Because I just know that I have the value to give hundreds of thousands, even millions of people access to a perspective they've never seen, you know? This nerdy Jamaican musician, writer, artist named Marcus Bird, who did crazy things like create a series called Jamaican in Japan, Jamaican in Egypt, Jamaican in Korea, you know, the guy who likes to learn languages and design clothes and all these types of things, you know? I just know that I have way more to share, and every time I feel like I get my chance or I get close, it's like my win, you know, like something happens and I miss my opportunity. So I'm just here to say that sitting here in this beautiful water, it's raining now, so I don't want to damage my camera. Sitting here in this beautiful water, my mission is to continue, right? I want to see the horizon, you see me? I want to be a part of my true purpose and legacy, right? You know, I don't point the blame at anyone for anything I don't do other than myself, right? So I'm not saying, oh, I want to trip around the world, mirror, whatever, you know? No, sometimes there are things you can't control. But we can control the choices that we make and the direction that we walk in, just like I've been walking in a certain direction every day since I got here. From where I'm staying into town, I chose my direction, so I think I'm choosing a direction right now, you know? I don't know how it's gonna happen, but I'm choosing it to go from where I am to out there. Alright, some rain is falling, so that's where I'm gonna end the video. Whoops!